Veterans Day to my fellow veterans.
Yeah, that's good.
And those who cannot be with us, but who are here with us in spirit. We have a nice program that's about to start, so we can have your attention. This morning we had a wonderful breakfast, thanks to the Winthrop Chamber of Commerce. And we had a little flag ceremony at French Square. And then after this, we have a memorial dedication. So we're busy. Last night, the American Legion, Post 146, bought a bunch of us veterans dinner at Center Cafe, which was really nice. So we're going to start. I want to welcome the many guests that we have here, various politicians. I don't want to leave anyone out, so I'm not going to say their name right now. But also our Boy Scout troop, Girl Scout troop, Cub Scout troop from Winthrop, our police department, our fire department, our football players, and everyone else. And thank you all for being here. Richard is going to do the invocation.
And now for the invocation is Craig Mail.
Thank you very much. Good morning to the distinguished guests, and most importantly to our veterans. Today's prayer is a familiar prayer in our liturgy called Sim Shalom. If you don't mind, I'll read it in English, and then I will sing it in Hebrew, but to a tune appropriate for today. Sim Shalom, establish peace, goodness, blessing, life, graciousness, kindness, and compassion upon us and upon all of your people, Israel. Bless us, our Father, all of us as one, with the light of your countenance. For with the light of your countenance you gave us love, kindness, righteousness, blessing, compassion, and peace. And may it be good in your eyes to bless us and to bless all of your people in every season and in every hour with your peace and with your abundant strength. Sim sim shalom, tova vracha, chen v'chesed v'rachamim, oleinu v'yal kol Yisrael amechu, Barucheinu Avinu kulanu kiyechod bioponecho ki bioponecho nasatolonu Adonai Eloheinu Torah Chaim Ve'ahavas Chesed U'tzedakah U'verocho Verachamim V'chaim V'sholom. Thank you.
Just so you know, we have some additional seats up front here if we have any elderly or anyone who would like to sit down.
Thank you, that was beautiful. Now we have the Boy Scouts who are going to lead us into our Pledge of Allegiance. So my son Paul, who's a senior, will lead the troop over here, please, front and center. Stand in front.
Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Troop 75.
And now to do the national anthem, good friend of mine, Sergeant Bill Fury, United States Marine Corps.
Please join in. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last streaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watch, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Great job, as usual.
If you want me to,
Maybe later.
if I get the other.
Okay. And now, someone who's no stranger to us, who has been great to our town, to those who live here, to our veterans, the Speaker of the House, Honorable Robert A. DeLeo.
Thank you very much, Rose, and once again, thank you for the great job that you and Rich both all do to have this wonderful ceremony that we have each and every year. First of all, I'm pleased to be joined from Senator Petrocelli, who I am pleased to say, and joining with what he does in the Senate and what we do in the House, we have the most veterans benefits than any other state in the country. Thank you very much, Senator, for your work. And we're also very pleased and honored to be joined by my good friend, Lieutenant Governor-elect Karen Polito. First of all, I want to wish her a very happy birthday. And secondly, I want to state that if she brings the same type of vigor and energy to veterans issues, which I know she's going to do, as Lieutenant Governor that she did as rep when we served together, she's going to be doing a great job on behalf of all the veterans of the state. Thank you for coming to Winthrop. And I know later on we're going to be honoring the Bikini family, who sent off some 5 sons and a son-in-law, I believe, to service. So what a great day and honor it is going to be to do that as well a little bit later on. But today we come together to remember, reflect, and honor our veterans. And I'm consistently reminded, as we've just gone through an election, the importance of our veterans and what they have done for our country. And if you think about it, I think that you will all agree that you take a look a week ago, that we were able to choose those who will lead us, whether it's in our town, our state, or our country. And we are given that freedom because of the service of our veterans. In addition to that, we're allowed to choose whatever house of worship that we wish to choose. Again, because of our veterans. We can raise our voices in protest or ask to be heard no matter what the issue may be. Again, because of our veterans. And that's why we're here, quite frankly, today. And as you look across this world, and you look at some of the freedoms and liberties that people in other parts of the world are fighting for, and in some cases are even dying for, you realize very soon one simple fact, that we live in the greatest country in the world. So as we gather here today, let us ask God to protect and watch over our community. Let us ask God to bless the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. And let us ask God to bless the United States of America and all those who fought to keep us free. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bob. That was wonderful.
And now I'd like to introduce our State Representative, Anthony Petroselli. He's also a friend of mine.
Thank you, Richard and Roseanne, for putting the wonderful program together as you always do today, and thank you for inviting me to participate. First of all, I want to say thank you to the town of Winthrop. A week ago was Election Day, and I did very well, as I have in the past years in the town of Winthrop, so I wanted to say on behalf of my family, and I thank you to all of you that voted for me. And those of you that didn't, I'll work harder. Also, I see Coach Driscoll and the young men of the Winthrop High football team. Coach, congratulations on a great season so far, but best of luck Friday night against Linfield. Great team from Linfield coming in. My two sisters live up in Linfield, so we got a friendly family wager on this one, Coach. Gonna be rooting for you guys. It's a great opportunity to serve as your state senator. Bud Dacey grabbed me a little bit a few minutes ago before the ceremony started and said, Jesus, you know, I never thought in my wildest dreams that I would serve in a capacity of speaking at a program with the speaker and yourself and so many others. And I said, well, to the contrary, Mr. Dacey, I am humbled to share the microphone with you and your fellow veterans on this very important day of Veterans Day. So on behalf of my family and I, a happy Veterans Day to you and so many that, as the speaker mentioned, allow people like myself and Lieutenant Governor-elect Polito, Council President Gill, and Speaker DeLeo and myself, you have allowed us to serve in the capacity by defending our freedoms over the years and giving us the opportunity to serve you the way we do and so many others. So happy Veterans Day to all. Thank you.
Thank you, Anthony. And now we have someone new who we're going to meet. She was voted in last week. She's an accomplished state rep. I hear lots of good things about her, especially for our veterans, who are near and dear to my heart, as well as everyone else. And I look forward to what she's going to do at our State House. So I'm welcoming Lieutenant Governor-elect Karen Polito. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Roseanne. Thank you very much. Thank you, all of you. It is such a pleasure to be here and just take a moment and just look at this beautiful assembly on this beautiful day with this flag in your town hall area flying so graciously to bless our day. And as many gather across our country, may we just embrace this moment for the purpose that we are here, to honor our military heroes and the veterans that have served our country with such bravery and courage. We thank them from our heart, all of us today. I just want to say what a pleasure it is to be in the hometown of Speaker DeLeo, who I did have the honor of working with in the House of Representatives. And many of the issues, and those particularly relative to veterans and the services that Roseanne and her counterparts across the state deliver, know no political boundaries. And we will work very hard together in my new role with Charlie Baker to continue to service our veterans around this state. And I also want to say thank you to Senator Petroselli for all the work that he did in the House and now in the Senate as well. We will work very hard together, and that's what people want to see everywhere, working hard, making sure government works to serve her people. As I see our young Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts and the bigger boys in the back that are all ready for their football game, and I wish you every success as the mother of a 5th grade football player. When I see the bigger boys, they are a reminder to all of us of the young men and women, 1,500, that are recently deployed to serve our country. And we say thank you to them and also to their families that are here, left behind, praying for their safety, and we pray for them so that they can continue to do the work that they have signed up to do for our country. And today, as we come to our Veterans Day observance, and I am so impressed that so many of you have taken the time out of your day to be here. And I understand you have over 2,000 veterans that you serve right here in Winthrop. Let's just not make this a one day a year expression of our gratitude, but let's embrace the thanks every single day. We as government leaders can do that with the policies that we adopt to serve our veterans. You as a community, through Roseanne and others, and the work that she does, can embrace our veterans and those young men and women returning to civilian life here in Winthrop and across our state. And then every day, when you see one of our veterans with a hat or in uniform, say thank you. And to those that have served, from our heart, we appreciate what you have done so that we can assemble and live the great life that we do in our great Commonwealth of Massachusetts. Blessings to all of you. Thank you for the honor of being able to stand with you today and enjoy a great Veterans Day this year, 2014.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And now let me introduce another friend of mine, Council President Peter Gill. There you go, Cal. Thanks.
Thank you, Rich, and thank you for the opportunity to stand in front of our fellow citizens today to express our appreciation to our veterans and to all of the people who are involved today in setting up the program and being with us. I'm not going to go through the list of people because I'm sure I'll leave somebody out, but I do want to mention that we have people here from little tiny people to a little bit bigger people in uniform, to a little bit bigger people in uniform, and a little bit bigger, all the way from probably 6 to 90, here to honor and to recognize and to remember and appreciate our veterans. I bring to you the greetings of the Town Council. I'm proud to be your president and to be able to stand in front of you today, in front of this group on this beautiful day and this impressive size of this group. I also want to recognize my fellow councilors, Councilor Varone and Councilor Boncory, as well as Councilor Mayle, who gave the invocation today. Mr. McKenna is with us. My fellow Councilor Sanford is with us as well. Mr. McKenna, our town manager, all of whom have been very supportive of the community. Former council member Larry Powers is with us as well. So your greetings from the council, and both present and past. Pardon me? I thought I mentioned Phil Boncory, did I not? Okay, good. Thanks, though, Rick. Now you broke my train of thought. Thank you. You know, when we stop and think of what we have because of our veterans, the freedom that we have, the ability, as Speaker DeLeo mentioned, to choose our house of worship, to choose our educational and our pursuits of occupations, sometimes we forget the little things. And I remember my mother used to say to us if we were having a bad day, she'd say, you know, you have to have the bad days to appreciate the good days. Well, most of us have never had the bad days that our veterans have seen. Most of us have never had those. But if we look at the little things, where would we be today? Would there be a Winthrop Town Hall, or would there be a Winthrop Town Hall front lawn? And if there were, would we be able to stand here with all the freedom that we have. Thank you to our veterans, but also thank you to each and every one of their family members who has been home while they were away. And thank you to those veterans who have come home and who are now struggling with substance abuse, with homelessness, with difficulty finding work. And let's just be thankful to think not only of the big things that we have, but of the little things that we have, like being able to stand on Winthrop Town Hall lawn and say, this is our lawn, this is our town. God bless our veterans, God bless the United States of America, and God bless Winthrop. Thank you.
Thank you, Peter. That was wonderful. And now we have Tina Marie Talby, who's no stranger to us, who has the most beautiful singing voice around. If you would come up to sing America the Beautiful. Thank you, Tina.
Morning, everyone. I'd like to sing the first and the third verses. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of green, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood, from a sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful for heroes proved in liberating strife, who more than self their country loved, and mercy more than life. America, America, may God thy gold refine, till all success be nobleness, and every gain divine.
Thank you. That was beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. So now, Richard, you're
Yes, thank you. I'd like to introduce our principal speaker, Normandy invasion, on D-Day, Bud Daisy. Thanks, pal. Thank you.
While standing here, I just got to think of how many times I've stood here at this ceremony. But today's a little bit different. Me standing here with the Speaker of the House, a Senator, and Lieutenant Governor. Wow, what an act to follow. But I'll do the best I can. I want to thank Roseanne for this opportunity to be here today. I'd also like to thank everybody, including the girls in the Elks, the Boy Scouts, my fellow comrades, which are here somewhere in the back, also that great football team we have up and back. A few years ago, when they first came here, that I know of, I talked with Coach Driscoll, and I said, you know, to me, for you guys to be here, I think it's pretty neat. And he said, well, it wasn't my idea, this is their idea. So for that, I thank you guys, and for joining and sharing Veterans Day with us, and good luck Friday. As you all know, today is Veterans Day, and to honor those who no longer are with us, as well as those who are still here sharing their stories of Normandy and Iwo Jima, Okinawa, and the rest of the places that we fought in the world. 70 years ago, kids of my generation, 16, 17, 18, and 19, left their hometowns to go to serve their country. We left places like Hams at the Center, Delby's and the Kelly Club down the beach, Hams at the Highlands, Duke's Diner. We bonded together with other kids from all over the country, and we left our homes, our schools, our colleges to go serve our country. A lot of us came back, and some didn't. A lot of us came back missing some parts, but a lot of us didn't. In all over the world, there are 25 military cemeteries that contain the remains of a lot of our veterans. Some of them are from Winthrop. Around town, there's 42 military monuments that stand in the areas where these fellows grew up. And if you think about it, where those military monuments are, there's one right across here. They're all over town. They're stamped for fellows like Joe Pignato, Joe Madonna, which was a pretty good football player, and Andy Biggio and the rest. And every time that we see one of these markers, I think that we might say, look up, and if it's one of Louis Ambrose's or whatever, thank you, Louis. I recently went back to Normandy, and I went to the cemetery at Normandy in Omaha Beach, and I carry in my wallet, in my pocket today, a picture of that cemetery. And I get so many thank yous for your service. I decided to make this, and I carry it with me all the time. And it's the picture of Normandy, Omaha Beach at Normandy. There's 9,364 military buried in this cemetery. There's 38 brothers buried. A father buried side by side. There's 3 Congressional Medal of Honor winners, 4 women, and a president's son. And I carry this with me, so anytime that anybody asks me, says to me, thank you for your service, I said, these guys don't talk anymore. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have all the freedoms we have today. So thank them. But just don't ever forget, when you look at these military markers, it was because of these guys that we enjoy all the freedom that we have today, and we should honor them at all times. So just when you go by, look up and say, thanks a lot, Andrew, or Louis, or whatever his name is. I'm sure somehow he's going to hear you. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you for sharing your story with us. Thank you for all you do. And now, if I could have our Cub Scouts come forward with the memorial flowers.
Tom, could I be moved? All right. Frederick and everybody. All right. Sit down. Get up. Attention. All right, face the flag. Let's face the flag. Okay, attention. Salute. Two. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Cub Scouts. You did a fabulous job. Thank you. Rich? And now, if we could all bow our heads and have a moment of silence for all those veterans who cannot be with us physically, but who are here with us in spirit. Thank you.
I just want to close out the service and thank everyone for coming today. I look out here and I see a lot of faces that I either served with back in Vietnam over 40 years ago. I see many of the men and women that actually received the care packages that you people helped make possible. Now, 12 years that we've been sending care packages and support overseas, and it's a little over 31,000 pounds, 15 and a half tons. But I just want to ask, you know, everyone thinks that I know of every individual from Winthrop who is in the service, who's serving overseas. I don't. I'm sometimes surprised when I find out someone is coming back from Afghanistan or a place like Iraq and I didn't know that he was over there. So I'm asking you to let me know if you have a son, daughter, brother, sister who's serving, I don't care, South Korea, Afghanistan, Kuwait, Africa, Turkey. These are places that I typically send care packages to. They don't even have to be from Winthrop. If you have a neighbor, let me know. In the next couple of weeks, we're going to be packing up Christmas trees, and we're going to be sending them around the world. We can bring a lot of smiles to somebody who's serving far from home. Just because they're not in danger, you know, they're not in Afghanistan, doesn't mean they have it easy. It's terrible being away from home, being 12,000 miles away. It's very lonely. You're always worried about whether you're forgotten. So if you know of someone, like I say, they don't have to be from Winthrop. I have so much support. I can't begin to thank all of you that contribute to it regularly. So please, let me know if you have anybody who's serving overseas, even in the States, Pensacola, Florida, San Diego, California. I'll put a smile on their face, a smile in their heart, and a smile in their stomach. And I'm going to read a letter. This letter I just had in the paper, but this kind of sums up. This went to a soldier whose name I was given, who I didn't know. It said, Richard, today is Friday, and I just received your care package. I cannot put into words how grateful I am. It was a surprise to say the least. In your letter, you mentioned how something as simple as a candy bar can make all the difference. That is so true. It's the little things that matter the most, and your package brought a smile to my face and made me forget about how far away from family and friends I really am. The simple gesture of taking the time to prepare a care package for someone you don't even know is what makes all the difference to our servicemen and women. As a veteran, you know we do not serve for the money or the medals. It is who we are and what we are. We love our country, and we feel the need to serve and be part of something bigger than ourselves. The only thing our service members want is the support of the people back home. Thank you for that support. I shared the contents of the package with my shipmates, and you not only made my day, you made my entire unit's day. I look forward to getting back home to family and friends and my job as a Connecticut State Trooper. Again, thank you for the care package. It meant the world to me. Timothy Donahue, United States Coast Guard, Port Security 301, Camp Patriot, Kuwait. So he kind of sums it up. And so we can make some people out there, some soldiers, men and women, very happy. So I hope you'll let me know if you have somebody that you'd like me to send a package to. One last thing, after the dedication of the Bikini Street Memorial down on Madison and Bowdoin, we have a unique art exhibit opening up at the old E.B. Newton, which is now known as the Winthrop Cultural Center. We have an art exhibit opening up of art that was produced by military veterans. There's paintings, drawings, sculpture, photography. There's even some artwork by my good friend, Richard Gay. How many ever thought of Richard as an artist? Well, I'd like you to, the exhibit will be opening at 1 o'clock and will run till 2:30, and it will be open all of the month of November. So again, I just want to thank you all for coming today. You make me feel very proud. Thank you.
Thank you, Richard. Thank you. Thank you. And now the American Legion, Post 146, will honor us with taps and the Honor Guard salute.
Honor Guard, 10, hut. Present, ha. Ready. Hey. Fire. 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 Present, ha. Order, ha! Did I shoot enough? I think so. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. That was amazing. So, we now have the Winthrop High School Chorus. Would you please come forward? They're going to be singing God Bless America. And we'll also ask, while they're singing and getting ready to sing and set up, could I have the Boy Scouts and the Cub Scouts and the Honor Guard help with the lowering of the flag? Boy Scouts, front and center.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above. From
Thank you, girls. That was amazing. What talented young singers we have.
They say that the eldest is having now wait, let me see. We're gonna watch this first. Yeah, George, guys.
Hey, good job, guys.